Good morning. How are y'all doing? I am going to show you how to make my homemade pimento cheese. It's very simple, not a lot to it. I do have some processed cheese here and some sharp cheddar that I'm using. Sometimes if I have pepper jack, I'll use pepper jack, but today I don't. So this is what I'm using. So I have, this is just processed cheese. I probably have about a quarter of a stick. So I'm just going to dice it up into little chunks and put that in my bowl. I love this cheese. It is so good on stuff. I have a macaroni salad, not typical macaroni salad recipe I use, that I use this, and it's so good. It has bell peppers and tomatoes in it. It's got chicken bouillon, cream of chicken. It's really good, really rich. We usually make it during the holidays. I'll make it one day for you on here so you can see. Usually I'll make it around the holidays, like I said. If I take it to a luncheon, I have so many people that want the recipe afterwards. This is not room temperature like I'd like it to be. It's still pretty chilled. It hadn't been out of the refrigerator too long. You do want it room temp because it's easier to mix that way. Okay. So now that I've got that chopped up, I'm going to add, I don't know, maybe a cup of the sharp shredded cheddar. Push it in there. Depending on what I'm doing with this, or if I'm taking it somewhere, I'll make a bigger batch. But this is basically just going to be for me and my husband. We'll start out with that. We may add some more. All right. And so I have drained a 4-ounce can or jar of pimentos. Sometimes I like more pimentos, sometimes I don't. I just happen to have a jar, so that's what I'm using. You'll see I've drained all the juices out. You don't want your pimento cheese to be watery. You want it to be thick and luscious. So add that in there. Now, Dukes. My husband loves this mayonnaise. This is his favorite mayonnaise. I've tried to buy others, and he says no. Dukes. So that's what we buy in this house. So I'm going to add probably, I'm going to start out with 2 heaping tablespoons and go from there. The cheese that I put in there, the processed cheese, once it comes to room temperature, it'll mix better. I probably should have got a fork because I can mash it up better, but we'll see how this does. And I don't know about y'all, but we put pimento cheese, we use toasted pimento cheese in the oven, pimento cheese sandwiches. My husband likes to put it on burgers when we have our burgers. It's good. He uses it as a dip. Sometimes he'll get some out and add some Rotel to it and uses it as a dip, and it's really good. All right, so hold on just a second. I think I'm going to get a fork. I'll be right back. With the processed cheese not room temperature, it's just harder to get it mashed up with a spoon. This will come to room temperature, and you can just set it out, let it, you don't want it to get hot because, oh, and it's sloshing everywhere, because it's got mayonnaise in it. So you don't really want it to get hot. But the processed cheese at room temperature is easier. We don't like a lot of mayonnaise in our pimento cheese, just enough to coat it. All right, so I'm going to let that stand for a little bit, and then I will show y'all what it's like when it gets done. It's going to be delicious. All right, I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back. I cleaned up my mess. My pimento cheese has come to room temperature. It's just, you stir it, it's creamy. I might get a little bit more mayonnaise. We don't like a whole lot of mayonnaise in it. So I've got some whole wheat bread here. I'm trying to be a little healthy. It's all about improvising, right? So I'm going to make a sandwich. I like it a little thick. Not too thick. This is good in the oven, toasted, or in a toaster oven, whatever you've got. Turns a little brown on top. Bread gets a little crunchy. It's so delicious. This is going to be delicious too. It's a little messy, but that's okay. Make it even tastier. A little bit more. I may add a little bit more mayonnaise. I don't know. We'll see. All right. This is lunch. Mighty fine lunch. Let's see how it tastes. It's good. Very good. You need to try it. Very simple. Good for lunches. Breakfast if you're in a hurry. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you later. It's a beautiful day outside. See ya.